Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to get this out to the 25. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the gun, Woodall. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this punt goes out of bounds.
Give me one, eh?
Inside the 40.
Haven't called this one yet. Let's see.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10
Timeout
at their 38.
All right.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
All right, so we can't do that.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw, Fields, and they'll go back to Robinson. This time he's got him. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch.
To the right side.
Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Off play action, Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And firing a deep ball for Komet. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Hunter Nice-Swanner on a punt now on 4th down.
Try Peller.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way out there because it looked like they have things pointing in the right direction. But now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
2nd and 6. Back to throw. Woodall. McCaffrey with a 1st down and more.
I knew it was an angle. I just couldn't get off my damn deal.
Well, he was a busy man out the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Tight end. Oh, no.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Going quickly out wide to Moore. Well, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be 1st, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
First carry for the Oklahoma State man, Chuba Hubbard.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack.
No longer afraid of his pass.
Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
It's called the best passing formation in the game, and randomly twice. RPO.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Looking to throw.
Free Bay! Free Bay! Free Bay!
He lost the football, and this is picked up.
Come on, Wormley. Bring your ass, boy.
You gotta love it, baby. They bring this one back.
I like that. I like that. I like that.
And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about
Man,
it
the minute
from
I get
now
out the check,
on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It's their third drive now, and so far we've seen a punt. In that second drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah, they've been ineffective so far, but look, they've worked on a game
good
plan
formations,
all
I'll tell
week
you
long.
that.
Don't get away from it too soon. Find a way to get some significant gains, loosen up, get going, and then they should be okay the rest of the way.
They're not going to match over there. Okay. Spot drop. I like it. I'll match the crosshair myself.
To throw on second down. Woodall. He'll get this out wide here to
wow.
McCaffrey. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him in the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up the first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Come on here, play some hard flats. As a matter of fact, let's swap these two. Chuck Clark in the box. Give me Ford in the back.
On first down, this is McCaffrey.
Yo, the clock is really
on the stop, the former Georgia
I had the ball for
Bulldog,
3
Roquan
plays in the
Smith.
first quarter.
Well, this defense for the Bears, they were terrific a week
Really
ago
have only
in that
had the
victory over
ball.
Tampa Bay, Charles.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them
God
this week,
damn, bro.
when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Oh, wow.
The throw over the middle taken in.
That route by McCaffrey
I
really
think that's a
stuck
big
me.
pickup for a first down,
Well,
because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. After one, 7-0
gone.
on EA Sports.
I'm going to just blitz him out, bro. If he scores, he scores. I was going to play offense. I just want to play offense, bro.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Okay, you flip, I flip. Yo, the clock is going down every rip, bro.
Operating from the gun, Woodall.
Thank you.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
No McCaffrey's. Look at this, bro. It's down under 10 again. It's not showing clock, bro. Jesus Christ.
Throwing on 3rd and long.
Sack 2, buddy.
And that is incomplete.
He's ran the ball 5 times, has 7 passes.
Looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Oh, let's see if this shit works still. Hold on. Where's the motherfucking play, boy? Don't you know? It's actually even bucks. Left hash. Let's see. At this point, this man's wasting my time.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago. Add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Fields. Forced out to, and now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers.
How am I losing this man? This is how I'm losing this man, bro.
And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football.
He got me.
Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
Can this man choose a play any slower, bro? God damn, man.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts.
Such an
as they
indecisive
take it
person.
over, we step aside.
Oh, boy. I think he has a better finesse move than that guy, so there. Oh boy.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
This running back goes left, I'm on it.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Yo, this man literally is killing the clock. Watch, it's 40 seconds of the play clock. He's going to snap this under fucking.
They're trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Woodall.
Yes, sir.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10.
Can't catch you, bro. To the residents.
And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Santos now to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
At this point, I can just take my time.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Woodall. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Woodall. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Woodall. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
58's the money. 58's the money. All day, just like that. Just like that. 79 Broncos. 58's the money. 58.
Back to throw again. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he is going to have the Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. Hey, what? 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Hey, turn it up.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
58 Mike. I got you. I got you. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 60 Eagles.
From the gun, Woodall. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A quick throw out wide to Mooney. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Working with a 2nd and 3. A play fake, now Fields to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0.
Panthers nothing. Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter.
Slam, slam. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
Check smash.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Right there. 54, right there, right there.
Go street.
You got nothing today. You got nothing. Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Blue Dan, blue Dan.
A final shot before break. Woodall, that's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. From his end zone, Wilson. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. at the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and this defense has had its share of problems getting guys to the ground. And here's another example. They never should have allowed this play to gain as many yards as it did, but poor tackling early in the play led to big yardage after the fact.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he stopped immediately there. Jeremy Chin there defensively. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And defensively going with a dime set, 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On first down, Fields. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
2nd and 11. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. This is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Cole Kmet, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown and teams that looked like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
Santos with the extra point, and it is 28-0. A short kick taken at the 18. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is Just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Another run, this time McCaffrey. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. That's out quickly to Bateman. Shrugs him off. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
On 1st down, Woodall. And his throw's going to be incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Second and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte.
Mike's by 19 light. Mike's by 4. Hey man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
Looking to throw, Woodall. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Mike 54. Mike 54. 19 tight. 19 tight. Check. He's check. Liking 18.
Operating from the gun, Woodall. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Chuba Hubbard, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From his end zone, Wilson. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. That's complete to Mooney. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Throwing on third down, Fields. He'll drop this one down to Cohen, and he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They'll run on first down. Cohen. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 9. They try again with Cohen. Gets past one man. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he will have the Bears first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And some room to work. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play that time on the catch and run. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Fields going to keep it running right. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Now Fields. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. He's checking. Crash.
From the gun, Woodall. There's Trimble, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check. 54. Mike 54.
Operating from the gun, Woodall. He'll air this one deep for Anderson. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Now, he's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. But if you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye.
He just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Snags it for the pick. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 30, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From his end zone, Wilson. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. On play action, Fields. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Brian Burns, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. 3rd and long. It's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney.
Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing on 1st down. Woodall. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And some room to roam now. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 17-yard line. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers.
Robbie Anderson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And that will cut this lead down to 13. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The return man, Wilson.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A big play there on the screen pass.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for him.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he rifles one incomplete.
And the defense almost got one there, partner.
That could have been his first pick. He's been good so far, but you're right, that was nearly a costly mistake.
Sometimes you get a little bit too confident when the game's going along as it has been for him.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Fields throwing again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for Chicago, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.
this up and you get screwed and chopped, no Michael Watts.